Hello ladies and gents, welcome to the 1st of May. It's Saturday afternoon and I'd like to reintroduce you to my MB track. Now I did do a walk around ages ago, but I thought it was about time since she was out. We've done a bit of work on her that will give you another tour around and see what there is. We've just completed doing the power steering, so apologies, there are lots of bits and pieces that are not on her that should be on her and not the cleanest, but she did get a shower last night, so it rained on her. So yeah, this is my MB track 1300 E-Reg. She is one of the last parrot nose to be built. If you don't know what a parrot nose is, instead of it going straight up and across, it goes up and then slants. So according to the official Mercedes stats, she's one of the last 14 to be built. So she currently runs a OM 352A, which is the original engine. Don't know how many hours on it. The A on the 352A stands for turbo because she's a turbo version, but they didn't have turbo written on the bonnet until the later square nose models. So it's a 5.7 Merc engine that's in it, producing about 125 horse. This I think's been tweaked, so she could well be 140, 150, we don't know until she goes on a dyno. But so we'll start from the front. Obviously exhaust, air intake. She's on 30-inch wheels, whereas the bigger 1500 and up were on a 34-inch rim. On the back we have a Cat 3 linkage. It was an option to have a Cat 2 linkage. Also have the Clevis hitch and the pickup hitch. Of course, being a European tractor, they did have the European hitch, which mounted basically where the top link is. So we've got 2 rams to assist with the lifting. There are 3 spools on this machine. So 3 sets of 2. She also has, being a Merc, air brakes on her, hydraulic brakes on her, PTO and linkage raise and fall. On this side of the cab we have the diesel tank, which basically takes up the whole space there. I think this is a heavy duty linkage. These ones are usually put on the bigger MB tracks. But she has them, obviously the arms are missing off at the moment, and the barn, because I can't fit her into the barn with them on. And being Mercedes, front springs and dampers on it as well. So yeah, that's the front end of her. Round to the side we have the air tank. There's one here and one at the back, and then the 4-way protection valve and the braking valves. Run into the cab. Now this is a fairly large cab for most tractors, to be honest. Radio in here, obviously it's CB. This one's fitted with aircon as well, which was an optional extra from the factory. Roof hatch up here, which opens back and at the front to give you good ventilation. Down onto the dashboard we have PTO, oil pressure, fuel, engine temperature and air. Right hand side you have your revs and your PTO speeds. Right hand side is your handbrake, basically just like a wagon. Locking and taking off your brakes. Ignition, lights, 4-wheel drive, diff lock, and off. Then hazard warning lights, wiper wash front, wipers, wiper wash back, and wiper as well. On the right hand side you have your throttle, so there is actually an indent here. Put it past and that's your start position, then obviously up to your revs and off. Carrying on the right, gear stick 1 to 7. So you usually start off in gear 3 or 4. That's really your road gears, but you can obviously drop down to 1st and 2nd if you're on a heavy load. forwards and backwards, then down to your linkage, and then you've got your 3 spools again. Going further round, you have 540 and 1000 PTO shaft. Here you have your front PTO, both PTOs, or just rear PTO, and then you have hare and tortoise, high and low gears on here. They all have wind down windows, just like a car, which I don't think many people had in them days. Up into the roof, so we've got radio, work lights, heater fans, flashlights, and more work lights. Passenger seat on the side, actually a good size passenger seat. It's big enough to have the missus on it. Definitely big enough for a child on it anyway. And I've had adults on it comfortably. Sat. The seat itself is a sprung seat, obviously needing repair, but really comfortable seats. I used to have them in the mugs as well. And at back, obviously, we've got speakers and wiper motor. Now this one has a rear window that opens, so catch down the back and just push to give a big old view out the back. Now there is a reason why this old girl has a big back window, and she's got a bit of a party trick. So can you guess what the party trick is? I've lost my engine. Yes, she's actually reverse drive. So just turn the wheel round. That was your front, now is your rear. And that's your rear view. And just to show I'm not cheating, there you go. So yeah, the seat does actually spin round. If we look on the back here, well, the front here, there's actually some indents. So whereas the modern tractors now have a kind of 45 offset position for your seat, so if you're facing that way, you can be facing that way or that way, vice versa, 0.4. So yeah, well in advance for its age. But yeah, this gives you great visibility for doing forage harvesting, flail mowing, if you want to reverse drive on flail mow. The advantage of doing it this way as well is that your back axle is designed for heavy weight, not your front. So even loader work is really good this way around, because obviously you've got the view at the front, but also the weight capacity of that back axle. Yes, you are a little bit restricted by the vision up top, but that's why there's a skylight. So yeah, that's about it really. It is a little bit weird being in reverse because the gears don't actually move, so you have to think of it the opposite way around. So now first is back here, that's second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. That's about it really. Oh, pick up pictures down here as well. I remember that's on air as well. There's a little actuator on the locking pin. But yeah, that's about it really. I thought I'd show you. I hope that was interesting for you, and thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, bye.